We have more now on the news that dozens of children who lived in the Calais Jungle camp have launched a legal challenge against the Home Office over its handling of asylum applications. I'm joined via webcam by Ahmed Aydeed, who is a supervising solicitor at Duncan Lewis, the firm representing the children. Mr. Aydeed, give us some flavour of the basis of your case. What's it about?
Well, it's about the decision by the Secretary of State for the Home Department to refuse 28 unaccompanied minor refugees from entry to the UK. And this decision was taken without presence of an appropriate adult and without any notification being given to us or any written decision being given to the children.
But the underlying question of who is allowed in has been changed by Alf Dubs, Lord Dubs, the Dubs Amendment, which appeared to open the door a little more to some applications. But your contention surely is there is no open door for any child from anywhere to come here at any time without the government taking a decision on their case.
Yes, I mean the amendment was passed through Parliament, so it is law that actually these children do some of these children do have a right to enter the UK. But the question here is that why the Secretary of State is refusing 28 cases without actually giving these children a decision at all. I mean, it's basic due process that if the Secretary of State makes a decision, that surely she should tell these children the reasons why she's refused their application.
Well, the Home Office, as you know, has refused to comment on what they say are the possibility of ongoing legal proceedings. But Britain may have some kind of moral responsibility for some of this, but the legal responsibility isn't actually all that wide, is it?
I mean, we can't even enter into those. Well, one thing we can say is that the policy at the moment by the Secretary of State is rigid, and even Lord Dubs has said in an email to us that, and I've got his quote here, he said that he believed also that the government's published criteria, which we're challenging at the moment, appears to be in breach of the commitment in Parliament to prioritise vulnerable unaccompanied refugee children. That's because it's a very rigid and limited eligibility criteria in the published policy by the Secretary of State.
So where would this case be heard if it is to be heard? How do you pursue this?
Well, it's currently being pursued in the High Court by way of judicial review. We're challenging the refusal by the Secretary of State for the Home Department she's refused 28 applicants, and she's informed them of this decision in a group. So children were brought together and they were told in groups that actually your applications to be transferred to the UK has been refused, and they haven't been given written decisions. These interviews were conducted without presence of an appropriate adult. There was no notification was given to us to attend these interviews. There's been a lack of opportunity to make representations or provide relevant evidence prior to the decision making by the Secretary of State. And the lawfulness of the application of the Secretary of State's own published policy is questionable as well.
OK, so we'll leave it there. Ahmed Aydeed there, one of the solicitors representing those children. More now in the news that the Hollywood actress Debbie Reynolds